Hello traders, this is Rich Derrick from tradesight. This is a look at our market preview for the leading stocks via our proprietary scans that are fed real-time data through the eSignal Q-Link add-on. What we're looking at today is kind of a mixed bag. We've got some sells, we've got some buys. We're definitely still, in the heart of earnings season. One more day for that. You can definitely see some volume bumps here associated with some of the earnings releases. We've got a big volume bump here in Juniper, which is having a weak day, trading more than 4 times the typical volume. Apple, twice the typical volume after its earnings release. Apple does have a differential sell signal that's notable because it's a little bit far off its high, even though it's having a fairly positive day and it's 3% above the open. First Solar, big day there, 10% above the day's open, 2.5% above the VWAP, but it does also have, like Apple, a differential sell signal. The other one that's really sticking out is BlackBerry. We've got an upside CPS buy signal, 2.5% above the open, nicely above the VWAP, but it's on kind of weakish volume here. Moving on to the financials. Financials are pretty humdrum today, kind of middle of the pack. You can see there's really not a lot of volume here, and there's no volume bumps. Do have flirting with some upside signals here in USB, but nothing really standing out, no real features there. As far as the energy names go, a little bit biased to the sell side. We do have a volume bump here in the PBR. That's more than 2% above the day's open, but that one doesn't have a signal. Valero has an upside CPS buy signal, but it's not on convincing volume. Definitely one of the stronger stocks today, 2.75% above the open. The overall OSX index is fairly strong, so a lot of the energy names are playing to the upside pretty well today. As far as the generals go, as far as signals go, nothing really either way. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. GE's got an upside CPS buy signal. That one's decently 1.5% above the open, but it's not on increased volume. McDonald's upside CPS signal, but that one's on fairly light volume. We do have a downside signal in Coca-Cola, and again, that one is on much less than typical volume. VMware reported. Stock's still kind of slugging along here. It's down fairly significantly on the day. Housing stocks are fairly weak today. NVR trading more than its typical volume, 1.5% below the day's open. All of them are kind of in the same boat here to varying degrees, and they're all decently below the day's VWAPs. Transportation's got a decent amount of volume today in FedEx, and we're stacking up with some sell signals there. That's definitely one of the weaker ones. And finally, the commodities. Commodities are kind of a mixed bag today, in that we've got some that are real strong and bouncing very significantly, and others are just kind of getting walked up here a little bit. AA's got an upside CPS buy signal, and it's 4% above the open, but nothing special as far as volume goes. Potash, we played long this afternoon. Really just didn't do too much. Didn't really have enough time here this afternoon, but it does have an upside CPS buy signal, so I'll be taking a look at that again tomorrow. Newmont Mining, most of the gold stocks are fairly strong today as well. Double G, 3.5% above the open. Also keep an eye on ABX, one of the lower beta names, but that's still kind of pivot off of key support. So keep an eye on these gold names for tomorrow, or the GDX if you just want to play the ETF as kind of an aggregator. Well, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight. Hope to see you again soon.